Hello, everyone. This is my week 43 recap, and it was a pretty quiet week for the most part. I had some very deep meditations that were um, they were very relaxing. Just really put me in a very good mood for most of this week. And um, during the week, I ended up with another kind of realization of, again, things that definitions and things that I was doing that were kind of resistant to the way that I want to live my life. And I, one of the things that I ended up finding out that I was doing was essentially that um, if things weren't going my way, um, uh, for the most part, and um, and I've been like real resistant to really even mention it on some of these videos, but I'll just go ahead and say it now that some of the reasons why I was doing this was I was going through what I would refer to as this mystery illness sort of thing, um, and where I would have a this stomach issue that I was going through. And I've had tests and nothing has really come up for the most part. And throughout this whole year, I have done a lot of things, a lot of exercises to try to relax it. And it has gradually improved through the whole year. It actually has improved, before that, but I would say over the last month, it's almost become, you know, almost non-existent for the most part. And I feel like it is my um, it's some type of grading system that I've put upon myself, some way of, being able to gauge, how well I'm doing as far as that. I know it is resistance that I'm having to my true self. Um, and I've learned a lot from it, so I'm not really all that disappointed that I've had it. That was one of the things that I had gone through a lot was that um, you start to question yourself, why do I have this? What is this doing, for me, and that sort of thing. And I don't feel that way now because I really have learned a lot from this, and and it's helped me to grow quite a bit. Um, but one of the things that I learned, I believe it was on Friday for the most part, and it was very enlightening. Was that I kept on. What was the question I would bring to myself? I think I was going through where I was just had this cramping feeling in my abdomen, and I was just kind of thinking to myself, boy, um, if I didn't have this, I would, I'd feel so much better, and I'd be moving around, I'd be so energetic, and it was kind of like, well, if this wasn't happening, then I would, and I thought about it, and I just said, well, why am I not just doing that now, despite the fact that, I'm having this cramping, just act like, like I just said, I mean, instead of if then I'll do it, why don't I just do that now? And as soon as I did that, I instantaneously felt better. It was kind of that confirmation that yes, that's the right choice that you should be making. Don't wait for something to happen. You if and again, the realization was that that I wrote down was um, that I kept comparing my reality to the one that I prefer instead of living my reality like the one that I prefer. And that's very, very key. It's you're just kind of putting it out there and just kept putting it out there and putting it out there, like, if when that happens, then I'll act like this. When that happens, then I'll act like that. When are you going to act like that? When are you going to, start putting into action in your reality, uh, what you know yourself to be, and so throughout this year, a lot of I've broken down a lot of these, I don't know, beliefs and things. I almost look back at how I used to think, and it's like I was trying to do these exercises and to try to clear out at the time my stomach issue, and it's like I was trying to be healthy, you know what I mean? And you can't, you can't do that, you can't just say I'm, you know how can you tell somebody, just try to be healthy, just do it. Try it doesn't, you can't do that. There's nothing to try. You just have to just be that. You just have to be healthy, do what you can do, um, and listen to those questions. Like I just gave an example. When you start saying things to yourself like, boy, when that happens, then I'll act this way. Then I would be doing that. That's the key. That's actually a clue for you to look at it and go, oh, I should be acting like that. And, look around and see if you can act that way in your reality right now. If you can, do it. What's stopping you? Well, really, that's about all I have to say for this week. It's again pretty short and sweet, and so that's it for this week, and I'll just talk with everyone next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care.